let's get it. Yeah, let's go. Yo, what is up? It's your boy Greed, aka Kuma, aka the Duke of Cloller, aka it's a lot of nicknames that I'm gonna introduce. But anyways, bro, I gotta catch up to One Piece. I've been seeing everybody being hype. I ain't been spoiling myself, but you know what I'm saying. I look at I peep the like first few 5 seconds of the videos, and I'm like, yo, my niggas doing some good shit out here. Nah, it's playing, bro, but this shit give me hype, bro. Like this, my shit. Like this what made me get back into, you know what I'm saying, anime and manga as a whole. Like if it was a lifeline for my anime and manga life, it would have been like that string of Hercules, but then it like turned golden when I got back into One Piece, because it was like, what? It's still going on. Like I remember One Piece. You know how I remember One Piece if you go back to look at my old videos, bro. But anyways, we about to get into this 914 chapter. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? We found out last time, Beppo them niggas still alive. Hopefully Trafalgar Law is still alive. We didn't see Law, we just saw Beppo and the two guys that always with Beppo and Law. We don't know what that other dude is, the slave. I don't know. I don't remember names, bro. So y'all gotta forgive me, but we know we talking about One Piece. But Law and the dude that he saved on Sabaody, the little slave dude, we ain't seen him yet. You know what I'm saying? You know he is indebted to Law for saving them. So that was like 9/12, 9/13. Luffy didn't run into Basil Hawkins. He ran into Zoro as well. Zoro met up with him. Zoro's been out in the wild eating the land's animals and things, and the land is contaminated and polluted by the factories that Kaido is behind and all that, the Shogun and all that type of good stuff. So basically this city's like set up, you know how every city has like a theme or whatever, whatnot. This city's set up kind of like a industrialized city. It's a lawless land. It's basically no one can reach it because it's like it's too treacherous to get to. You know what I'm saying? I gotta back my computer up, but it's too treacherous to get to. So yeah, we found out that. Like I said, Beppo them, they're gonna come down and help them escape, because we already know that Basil Hawkins said that someone's gonna help them escape because he had the pursuit card, which is, we already knew his devil fruit, right? Was the Terriarch card, so he could like predict the future, kinda, but not really predict the future. It's really the look of the cards type shit, like Yu-Gi-Oh, like, you know. Now we're on this 914. I hope I didn't forget nothing important. If we did, we're gonna go over it. So let's get into it. Okay, I always like to talk about the cover art, like the cover stories. So what we got here is the Tales of Self-Proclaimed Straw Hat Grand Fleet Volume 42 side story. This is a dyed goods town. And what it looks like, all right, the way I could describe it, if you ever seen Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, not Return of the Jedi, it was Force Awakens, when they went to Maz's place and they had the flags hanging all over the place. That's what it looks like. And then in the middle is down at the bottom, and it's like windmills and all this. Buildings are made out of windmills, basically. And then at the bottom here, you got what it looks like to be a man. And I'm saying this is fucking, what's my man name? Bellamy. I think it's Bellamy. It looks like Bellamy. It's because, you know, he is the only one that really went off by himself, I feel like. Well, he didn't go off by himself. He left with the Grand Fleet, but I think he's not going to stay with the Grand Fleet, of course. He's going to come in handy in the end. But Bellamy is a character I've always loved because of his character progression. Okay, so first panel is we get an update, I guess, on Otama. She basically, last time she went with this tea lady. Tea lady was hiding in the dog's tail. The samurai had saved her, which is Zoro. Zoro's a samurai in the situation. He had saved the tea house owner, and the tea house owner recognized Otama, and she said she had some tea for her, for basically the poisonous that she's been drinking out of the water. You know what I'm saying? Because she was hungry, she was starving. But she gave her the tea, and the tea worked really well. It's called Jagan grass, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, bro. You know how it goes, you know, from the hood. So, yeah, she gave her the tea, so she's feeling good. She's feeling really good, like right now. She's on her feet, you know, like she was clinging for life last time. All right, so then we get to Luffy, Zoro, and Okiku. Okiku is basically, she's at work at the tea house. She was being harassed last chapter by a sumo wrestler. He want to marry her and stuff like that, but he's very arrogant. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of those people that's snobbishly rich. I'll probably punch him in the face if I ever met him in real life. We don't do that over here. Humble yourself. But anyways, so she's patching up Zoro, and she's really big. She's a big woman. She's tall and all that. I don't know if this is like supposed to be a mix between like Thailand and Japanese culture, but the women are pretty tall. Only one that's not tall is Otama. I think that's her name. You know. And then Luffy makes a joke. She was like, "Big Mom was bigger. Big Mom's coming, nigga." Like, you don't even realize that she already had a little discussion, bruh. Basically, Otama is hungry. She's trying to act like she's like this tough warrior. You know what I'm saying? Like she doesn't get hungry and all that. Her stomach's growling. She's talking about shameful for a warrior. And then we got the tea house owner, which is, oh, what the fuck is her name? Damn it. Otsura. Why the fuck do I, never mind. Otsura. She basically doesn't take no for an answer. She's like regular, like, I guess your grandma. You know how your grandma found out you didn't eat? Like, it's kind of like that. Like, she like, bro, you gonna eat this food? Or, okay, we get a little bit more about Otamo's power. Basically, she has mochi mochi power. She can like pull mochi mochi balls from her cheek. But she can't get full from them off like herself. She can feed other people and seduce animals. We see her tame an animal from feeding them the mochi from her powers, basically. And this is the first time she's eaten a meal in a long time because she weaves bamboo hats, remember, to feed herself, really. So they finally get to the introduction part, and you know what I'm saying? They and Luffy's introducing themselves, and Zoro's like, "I'm Zoro, Jiro, and Ronin," and Luffy's just outright like, "Yo, I'm Monkey D. Luffy." Like, bro don't care about like not being known. Like, bro was about to say the regular line, "I'm gonna be Pirate King after this." The whole town would have goddamn went inside, Kaido would have came, everybody would have been like, "Bro, you stupid, ain't you?" Like, but this nigga dumb. Zoro had to goddamn cover up for him. His name Luffy Toro, for the sake of the goddamn art. So off rip, Otsuro knew these niggas wasn't from around the hood. So they was like, she was like, "Bro, you're not from around here. I hear how you talk." Like, Luffy was like, "Well, how she know?" Like, Luffy just stupid. Like, but that's my nigga. He can fight. He a fighting genius. He just don't got common sense. All right, so now we get a little bit more information about the geographical area around it. The town that they're in is called the town of leftovers. They're basically leftovers from the government official town where the Odin's castle used to reside, which is now destroyed. It was standing 20 years ago, and now it's destroyed. They're leftovers basically from that town, and that's where they are, and they get all the leftover food and all that type of stuff. And Luffy mentioned earlier that they never was on a full stomach because they get all the leftovers. But I don't understand that. If it's leftovers, bro, I'm destroying those. Like, nigga, you ain't never had leftovers after Thanksgiving? Nigga, like, he... Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that somehow Luffy knows this name, but I don't know if it's like just for some comical relief later, or is it like this nigga really felt like heard the name. You know how it be those instances where like the main character, he's stupid, but he'll know something. Like he'll mention something, and everybody else ignore him. Like Zoro's ignoring him right now, and Luffy in the back like, "Bro, Odin, I know that nigga. Ain't that my hold on? That's my baby mama." Like, that nigga, like, he trying to figure out what it is, bro. He trying hard. So, Odin used to be the lord of the land, basically, of Wano. He built a little garden so everybody in Wano could eat prosperously. It was non-contaminated food. But the Orochi, I guess he's the new shogun or whatever, a lord or whatever. And he basically makes modified food, which is like the contaminated food and all that, which is kind of like our government, bro. That's why I like One Piece. It's literally delving into shit that we dealing with today on a daily basis. Okay, so apparently they only get sold the rotten ingredients. It's not even just leftovers; it's rotten food. So I take back what I said. Thanksgiving food is way better than this. Like 3 days after Thanksgiving food is way better than this. They just got attacked. Osura, the tea shop owner, she was about to get attacked by Arrow. Zoro, you know what I'm saying, being the clutch nigga he is, he blocked the arrow with the flat surface of his blade. Sick. Then we find out it's a gift user, you know, with the smile user. You know what the smiles are? Those are the fake devil fruits. He's Batman, apparently. It's not fucking Batman. But basically he heard her talking bad about the Shogun. I guess he got supersonic hearing. He heard her overhearing talking about the Shogun, and that's disrespectful. and you can't even talk about them the family. Like, they were talking about the family that the old guy mentioned as well. A lot of stuff going on right now, bro. Like, it's getting juicy. I can feel it getting juicy. Like, it's a lot of information happening. So Batman, basically having a little exchange with Zorro. He asking him who he is. He's looking for a thief that stole from the garden, basically. And Zorro not having it, basically. You know, Zorro, he ain't no pushover. So he noticed Zorro from some of the sketches, from the wanted posters. And then Tama has been taken by some assailant, which I don't know who he is yet. Gazelle Man. What? Gazelle Man? Come on, Oda. What you doing with these names? Okiku has grabbed a sword. She not who she appeared to be. She gonna use that katana. I'm pretty sure of it. Better than Luffy. That nigga Luffy, bro. You know what they be thinking when that nigga Luffy be stretching. I wonder if all the parts of him stretch. That's what all the girls be thinking. Just look at their face. That's nasty. Alright, so basically Zoro is thinking that the kidnapping was planned, like they came there to kidnap the girl. That kind of would answer the question why they were after her in the first chapter of the arc, when they first got to Wano, when Luffy first encountered Otama. So it could be planned. It could be a setup, a trap, really. Something by Basil. Who knows? Alright. So basically, Okiku is telling them where they're headed. Basically, they're headed towards the government official district, and that's where Basil Hawkins, Hold'em. I don't know who Hold'em is or Speed. I forget. I think they're part of the worst generation, but I'm not sure. But it's been a minute. But yeah, they're headed towards them, and they're also talking about how people are using artificial fruits, the smile fruits, which we already knew from Batman and Gazelle Man. Stupid as fuck. And then we found out Okiku is indeed a motherfucking samurai. I love women samurai. Jesus. Government officials and the pirates territory. Okay, so this is weird to me because they're heading into what they call the Bakura district. That's what they call it, the Bakura district. And they say it's the government and the pirates territory. So how the fuck do y'all live together in harmony? What is it like? It's crazy. How did they make balance? How did they keep balance? Niggas, Zoro and Luffy are definitely smiling because they definitely about to wreck some shit. Zoro looking ominous as fuck. Luffy looking like the king of pirates that he is. It's my niggas. It's my niggas. Let's go. It's Beppo them. Oh, nigga, let's go. Law's trying to stop these niggas from doing the most stupidest shit. And you already know Luffy trying to get the fade from Kaido. But he not having, he don't care what he doing right now. It's for the get lit. Let's get back into it. We on chapter 915. Cover story. Alright. Tales of the Self-Proclaimed Straw Hat Grand Fleet, Volume 43. Side story. A pirate's retirement. The dyed goods craftsman Bellamy. I told you, I knew it was Bellamy. It had to be Bellamy. It looked like Bellamy. He had the body stance of Bellamy. But yeah, he's just painting pirate flags and shit. He's not really getting away from the pirate life per se. He's still painting Jolly Rogers. I'm pretty sure he's going to be swept back into that life. He's a young man. Okay, so now we see how everything really... We see a little bit more how things work. So basically it's this nigga named Mouse Man. I'm tired of these generic names, bro. And then we got the sumo wrestler, one of the greatest sumo wrestlers in the Wano country. I forget his name, but it's the guy that Zoro scared off. Zoro made him look like a chump. You know what I'm saying? But he talking about Okiku. He want to marry her, which we found out Okiku was a samurai. And then we found out also that in this country, if you have samurai blood, you basically, you know what I'm saying? You top dog, you head honcho. So this sumo wrestler has samurai blood in his veins. That's what Mouse Man's telling him. He's like, bro, you might as well go ahead and burn her house, kill her people, just to make sure she don't leave you, like, type shit. Wow shit. Really. Off rip, I don't even like this sumo wrestler nigga. This nigga talking about some eating a raccoon dog. These niggas done had this dog for years, bro. You know I'm down with the raccoon, bro. I don't like this nigga. Okay, so already we can see that there's a downside to these smile fruits. I don't know if they mentioned this earlier, but I feel like these have downsides. Like his stamina, his endurance is up there to where if a nigga had like a regular devil fruit, his body would be used to it, and you know what I'm saying, he'll goddamn be able to use it and move around. Whereas him, he's having fatigue, or just like right after using his power and long strides or whatever you want to call it. So I think that's the downside of it. That's just a prediction of mine. It's not really anything that they've proven to me. Just a prediction that the smile fruits are imperfect. New character alert. We just found out about Hold'em. Hold'em is the pirate Beast Pirates headliner. Hold'em. I guess he's like the captain. They don't call him the captain because they call him the headliner because he runs that little faction, I guess. But he's a lion smile user, and he has a lion on his crotch or stomach. I don't know what is. You never know with these. But he had a lion head on the stomach, and he has a regular human body. Okay, like I said, they're looking for people with devil fruit powers. I guess because Tengu told Otama, he basically said the power of yours would be very useful to the enemy. Basically, it's inciting that they need her for something. You know what I'm saying? They want to know why she has a devil fruit, and if she has a devil fruit, basically, so that they can use her for something. So Luffy didn't pop up mad late to the gate of Bakura Town, and bruh, they was far behind. That nigga was running fast. But you know what I'm saying, they want to smoke with everybody because they feel like everybody is in on the kidnapping. Alright, so Luffy and Zoro they get their second encounter with the sumo wrestler. We found out his name is Hiroshima. He just sent the sumo wrestler flying back. Everybody's amazed at his power. I'm pretty sure Zoro or either Luffy is gonna hop in the ring and destroy him. So basically, bro, he spotted Okiku in the crowd, and he was like, "Yo, you coming to marry me?" And everybody in the crowd, you know what I'm saying, everybody talking about it because he done said it out loud. So everybody kind of jealous. Everybody kind of like, what? Surprise. Some people happy. But then Okiku, like, she on the dog, but she get behind Zoro. This nigga like, bruh, ain't no reason you need to hop behind me. I already know you know how to fight, so you might as well thrash him. Like, bruh, not gonna protect you if you know how to fight yourself. If you was helpless, he probably would have helped you. Yeah. I need Okiku just cut off Hiroshima's goddamn top knot. You know how niggas care about their top knots, bro? Don't cut my top knot. I ain't got a top knot. But she cut it off. That was his pride and joy, and he loved her, and he was arguing with niggas for her sake about being the lower class. They wanted to chase her out. She was like, nah. He was like, nah. I'm a samurai, and I decide who live and who die. And bruh, she just cut it off. And bruh's devastated now. He's heartbroken, really. Luffy over there being hyped up. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about it's getting interesting. It's definitely getting interesting. We still haven't seen Beppo and them. I'm going to a third chapter, though. We still haven't seen Beppo and them. I got to catch up. Let's get it. All right, so we open up with where we left off. Basically, he getting his top knot off. Bruh, the look on his face is just like priceless. Like I said, it's the Yokozuna's pride fades away, basically. That's his pride and joy, his top knot. And I would hate to be the one nigga in the crowd that always says something to make it like the tension even worse. One nigga literally said, not only did he get dumped, but he got his top knot cut off. Like, bro, really? Is it the time for that? Like, come on, bro. He might kill you. Urashima, I think I'm saying that right. Bro was about to hit Okiko with them parties. You know how Ihanda be? He was about to hit up with them. He big, bro. And she kind of smaller than him. But my man Luffy wasn't having it. Bro, anybody, I ain't even got to explain no more. All I'm saying is Luffy TTG, he see one of his people was in trouble, he gonna be like, bro, it's not going down like that. Alright, so Luffy basically challenged Urashima to goddamn sumo wrestling match. And then they give Luffy like a little title plate. It says Pirate and Sumo Wrestler experience, Luffy no Umi, fighting record, a complete victory over Usopp. So, in a rage of fury, he blindly attacks Luffy. Well, not blindly. He rushes Luffy. Luffy, you know what I'm saying, being agile. Bruh is like literally dodging every single Harate that he throws. And then also, Urashima is throwing in some dirty moves that are not allowed, but then Luffy's don't care. You know what I'm saying? Luffy just makes short work of him, really. Okay, so now we get a little bit more insight on the Kazuki family, which is the family that Otama had mentioned in the beginning while the guys were after her as well. Hold'em is trying to get them take her cheeks off, but he can't activate her. He can't activate her power without her activating her own power. But what he's saying about the Kazuki family is that they were evil 20 years ago, which is 20 years ago is when Odin's castle was still standing. I'm pretty sure all of that has to do with something. I'm pretty sure Tengu. My prediction right now is Tengu is part of the Kozuki family, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I think he's part of that family. The plot thickens. Hawkeye headed that way. I said Hawkeye. I'm sure Basil Hawkins headed that way. Law headed that way with Beppo. Beppo ate some fish from the river. Stupid. That's why it's holding him up. But Basil already know what's up. He like telling everybody he got a straw hat around his neck. Bruh, don't fight him. I'm on my way. He too much for y'all. In the same time, Luffy was just pancaked Urashima. So he just basically beat that nigga. So he pancaked this nigga. And other niggas are on the way to get pancaked as well. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me catch my breath. Nah, hey, the way they're describing it, so basically after all this happened, they blew him away. They've realized that Zoro is the magistrate killer. He killed somebody important. He's a murderer. And everybody's basically like, bro, who the fuck is these three people? Like, bro, they all look real, I ain't gonna lie. Because Luffy got a top knot, Zoro got a top knot, old girl got a ponytail, but all three of them got a sword. But only two of them know how to use a sword. And they talking about some, yo, who the fuck is these people? And it's giving me vibes of a new crew member. So as per usual, Luffy and Zoro and Okiku are wrecking shit. Okiku was a little slow to start, but he tells her if she wants to save Otama, that she has to goddamn kill some shit. So they killing shit. Then Luffy asks one of the dudes before he knocks him out. He's like, or kills him. He's like, what's your boss's name? He's like, hold him. And you know, Luffy's not good with names. He said, oh, pig, get out here. He called bro a pig. I'm weak. We get the name of the person who's been stealing from like the garden, like the untainted garden. That's what we're gonna call it for a second. The clean food. What a clean food at? Shutenmaru, something like that. Something like that. All right, so Basil Hawkins just showed up. Law is still like watching from what the fuck he was watching at. What the fuck is you doing? Walk, nigga. You literally watching from the same cliffside. You waited for niggas to show up. Basil Hawkins showed up to the front gate. Hold him not letting Tama go. And Luffy not having it. So you already know how the next chapter gonna go. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. I'm kinda hyped right now. Like I don't know what's going on, but I'm kinda hyped. Something finna happen. It ain't finna be a brawl, bro. I hope it ain't. Damn, bro, this shit finna get crazy already, bro. This shit finna be real, bro. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. You know what I'm saying, so I can do more of these videos. I'm just trying to talk to people about this anime and manga shit because I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love it. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.